Yo, all right, we're live, baby. Let's get our intro out of the way. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
You've known them to run their mouths about politics. Politics, schmalitics. Well, little did you know, they can run their mouths about other stuff as well. This is the Mark G Show. They have a natural curiosity about just about everything, from aliens, the paranormal, to the biggest natural disasters that have ever occurred on planet Earth, and everything in between. Two brothers from another mother ripping it up. And, oh no, we don't record the show. We have the balls to do it live. Call into the show at 207-370-5852. That's 207-370-5852. Be a part of the show. Let's do it. This is the Mark G Show. And now your hosts, Mark G and Gary G.
What is going on, everybody? What's happening? Ladies and gentlemen, listen, Gary's not here today, and the phone lines are not up because this was a podcast idea that I had in my mind since yesterday. There is a lot of content creators, especially out in the TikTok world, that are far left-wingers, that are complete Democrats, that are promoting what we would call misinformation, right? They're telling everybody that Trump is running underneath Project 2025. They're telling everybody that. They're like, oh, it's Project 2025. That's what Trump's running underneath. No, it is not. I hate to break your little hearts and make you cry a little bit, but it's absolutely not what Trump is running underneath it. Maybe some people in this administration stand for Project 2025, but not Donald Trump. Donald Trump is running underneath, keep this in mind, Donald Trump is running underneath Agenda 47. That's right, Agenda 47. And we're going to educate some people today. That's what we're going to do, is we're going to educate some people. So make sure, I want everybody right now to share this out. Share it out to all your liberal family members. Share it out to all your Democratic family members and friends and coworkers, and let them get educated today. That's right. We're going to educate them on Agenda 47, and we're going to hear straight from Donald Trump as we are on his campaign page. Okay, we're on DonaldJTrump.com/Agenda 47. Meanwhile, at the same time when we're doing this and we're going over this over here, I want to let people know that at the bottom right-hand corner, we are playing a live broadcast of the protest that's happening right now in D.C. That's what that video is down there in the bottom right. If anything pops off down there, we'll switch over to that and we'll bring up the audio and everything else. We'll make it larger. But as of right now, it just looks like it's a protest. I don't see anything big and bad going on down there, so we'll keep an eye on that. Everybody on TikTok, thank y'all for going ahead and tapping and sharing down there. I see y'all over there. We got a bunch of people. We got a few people watching on Rumble and YouTube. That's right. We are live on Rumble, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, or now known as X. I see you out there, Bumblebee, and TikTok. I see y'all. But let's get this going. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump is running underneath Agenda 47, not Project 2025. And I feel like a lot of people need to be educated. Maybe some people don't like to look up a website. Maybe they're too afraid, right? So we're going to play this right off the bat. We're going to, on the Donald Trump website, Agenda 47. This is the Trump Vance campaign website, okay? Donald J. Trump declares war on cartels. Let me read it, and then we'll play the video. Joe Biden prepares to make his first ever trip to the southern border that he deliberately erased. President Trump announced that when he is president again, it will be the official policy of the United States to take down the drug cartels, just as we took down ISIS. Let me go ahead and play this video here, and then we'll go right to the next one. Here we go. Let me see. We got the video right there. Fantastic. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Fentanyl, heroin, meth, and other lethal drugs are pouring across our wide-open border, stealing hundreds of thousands of beautiful American lives, and it's happening like never before in our history. Children are being left without parents, families are being ripped apart, communities are being decimated. Our neighbors and fellow citizens are having their entire worlds destroyed like nobody thought possible. Our country is being poisoned from within by the drugs and by all of the other crime that's taking place. The drug cartels are waging war in America, and it's now time for America to wage war on the cartels. In this war, Joe Biden has sided against the United States and with the cartels. They are making more money than they've ever made before, times 10. There's never been anything like it. They're major, major companies. They're bigger than even some of our biggest companies. Biden's open border policies are a deadly betrayal of our nation. When I am president, it will be the policy of the United States to take down the cartels, just as we took down ISIS and the ISIS caliphate, and just as, unlike the situation we're in today, we had a very, very strong border, the strongest border, in fact, in the history of our country, and drugs were at a low of 45 years. There's been nothing like what we did just 2 years ago. We will show no mercy on the cartels. Every day, drug traffickers are using the waters of our region to ship their lethal poisons to America, killing so many of our people and ruining families. In addition to restoring strong border security, I will deploy all necessary military assets, including the U.S. Navy, to impose the full naval embargo on the cartels. I did that before, and it worked. What we did was incredible. We will guarantee that the waters of the Western Hemisphere are not used to traffic illicit drugs to our country. Furthermore, I will order the Department of Defense to make appropriate use of special forces, cyber warfare, and other overt and covert actions to inflict maximum damage on cartel leadership, infrastructure, and operations. I will designate the major cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. We will sever their access to global financial systems. I will also work to forge an unprecedented partnership with neighboring governments in our region, just like I did in Mexico. And remember, in Mexico alone, an estimated 100,000 civilians have been tragically murdered or gone missing at the hands of these cartels. The Mexican government, run by a very fine man, the president, is really working hard, but it's not working out. These cartels are vicious and they're violent, and they have Mexico for now stymied. Well, we have to help Mexico, and we have to stymie the cartels. Either we will get the full cooperation of other governments to stop this menace, or we will expose every bribe, every kickback, every payoff, and every bit of corruption that is allowing the cartels to preserve their brutal reign, and it is indeed brutal. Finally, as I have said before, I will ask Congress to pass legislation ensuring that drug smugglers and human traffickers receive the death penalty. The drug cartels and their allies in the Biden administration have the blood of countless millions on their hands. Millions and millions of families and people are being destroyed. When I'm back in the White House, the drug kingpins and vicious traffickers will never sleep soundly again. We did it once, and we did it better than anybody else. There's never been a better border than we had just 2 years ago. It was strong, it was powerful, and it was respected all over the world. And now we're laughed at all over the world. And we're not going to let that happen much longer. We have to take over, we have to be tough, we have to be smart, we have to be fair. But if we don't do something immediately, our country is gone.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, right there. That was the first one off of, let me repeat it again. Are you ready? Agenda. Say it with me. Agenda 47. I got a question for anybody that's left wing right now, or anybody who's Democrat. Can I ask you right now? That's the first video. Declares war on cartels. How is that bad? How is that bad? Everything he said there, everybody should be for. Right there, everything that he said in that video, everybody should be gun-ho for that and be like, yes, yes, preach. But they're not. They don't want that. They don't want our border secured. The left side don't want our border secured, which is scary. Absolutely scary. Why don't they want our border secured? So that is the first video right there, right? That's first video of Agenda 47. Like I say, folks, we're educating today. So we're going to go down. We're going to go to the next video here. The next video, here we go. That was even on the, he just put the declared war on there. I wonder if that's a newer video. But here we go. We've got Agenda 47, ending veteran homelessness in America. We're going to play this one. Here we go. Now we're on a full video. It's Agenda 47, ending veteran homelessness in America. Let's go ahead and play this. I can't see why the Democrats would be against this or anybody on the left. They should be 100% for this. Remember, our veterans are the men and women who gave their lives, their limbs, and lost a lot of their families due to going to protect your freedoms, your freedom of speech, your right to sit at the dinner table with your family. And he wants to go ahead and end veteran homelessness in America. I don't know why anybody would be against this, but let's go ahead and listen to Donald Trump explain ending veteran homelessness in America. Here we go. Let me get it going over here. There we go.
Thank you.
Oh, he looks beat in this video.
Under crooked Joe Biden, the U.S. government will spend nearly $1 billion to house illegal aliens and foreign migrants in expensive luxury hotels, courtesy of you, the American taxpayer. And they want to spend billions and billions more. In many states, we're running out of hotel space because the rooms are all booked up with illegal aliens living in a very large way on the American taxpayers' dime. Meanwhile, we have 33,000 veterans in this country who are homeless and living very poorly.
Palestine will be
They're living in
free.
filth and squalor on the streets.
And from the
Nobody's
sea
doing
to
a
the
thing.
river. Palestine will live forever.
It's a
Free,
disgrace.
free
Joe Biden puts
Palestine.
illegal aliens before homeless veterans.
Free, free, free
Not let this
Palestine.
happen. The American amendment
There is
is one of
only
our
one
greats. These are
solution.
great, great people we have to take care of. When I am reelected, this national scandal will end. On day one, I will
Hold on, hold on.
Revolution.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm realizing we have an issue on our profile here. Hold on.
Revolution. There is only one solution.
I'm sorry for everybody who's listening right now over on Rumble,
Revolution.
on Facebook and YouTube. I'm realizing we have the audio of the protest showing that, and we're going to remove the protest. We're going to remove the protest.
You are occupied.
Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm sorry about this, TikTok. We're removing the protest. Let me make sure everybody can hear the Donald Trump speech now. 1 sec.
executive order to cut off Joe Biden's massive spigot of funding for shelter and transport of illegal aliens and redirect a portion of those savings, a very large portion, I might add, to provide shelter and treatment for homeless American veterans. I will make it a personal mission to totally eradicate veterans' homelessness in America by the end of next term. You'll see a big difference, just like you did at the VA, just like you did with, frankly, everything we touched. The border was the best border we've ever had. We were energy independent. We were soon going to be energy dominant. Our country was doing great. We had no inflation. We had the best economy in history. We're going to take care of our veterans. If you have served this nation in uniform, the Trump administration will never betray you as Joe Biden and the radical left Democrats have done. They have truly betrayed you. Anybody voting for a Democrat is very foolish, very, very foolish. We certainly will not be putting illegal alien lawbreakers up in ultimate luxury
Nice,
while
Mr.
American veterans lay shivering on the sidewalks below. Unlike Biden, our loyalty will not be to illegal aliens who have violated our borders and come into our country illegally. They've trampled our sovereignty. It will be to the brave men and women who enlisted their lives to defend our borders and to protect our sovereignty. Thank you very much. We're going to take care of our veterans.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the first one right there on his website. All right, so for those who are listening on Rumble, Facebook, YouTube, I do apologize for the audio issue there that we had. I didn't realize that the protest audio was literally still playing in the background when I had it all the way off over here. So we weren't hearing it on my end. So for those who are listening on the other platforms, next time that does happen, if you could just do me a favor, leave a comment so we can see it happening over there. Exactly, West Virginia Marine. We need to take care of our veterans. So that was Agenda 47, right? Not to be mistaken with Project 2025. Once again, that Trump is not running for. He is running underneath Agenda 47. That was ending veteran homelessness in America. The next one on Agenda 47 is no welfare for illegal aliens. Let's go ahead and play this one here. Let me get us situated over here on the screen. Once again, this is Agenda 47, no welfare for illegal aliens.
Crooked Joe Biden is running a nonstop conveyor belt importing illegal aliens from all over the world into our country, and the Biden Department of Homeland Security is abusing its so-called parole authority to give them more governmental benefits than many law-abiding citizens, including our vets. Our vets are being taken advantage of. Our citizens are being taken advantage of. It's very unfair, and it's not going to stand. Under this horrendous abuse of power, millions of illegals will be eligible for billions and billions of dollars in welfare benefits, courtesy of you, the American taxpayer. So not only is Crooked Joe surrendering your borders and your sovereignty, he is stealing your hard-earned money to redistribute it to people who have no business being in our country. They should be in their country. This is not sustainable by anybody, certainly not sustainable by us. The United States is trillions of dollars in debt, yet the radical left Democrats are illegally dispensing public benefits to illegals while they try to massively raise your taxes. The radical left communists hate you, and they hate our middle class. Under Biden's scheme, the benefits that will go to illegal aliens include food stamps, free health care, welfare checks, and a host of other programs, the likes of which you would not even believe. In addition, Biden is also giving illegal aliens work permits to take jobs away from American citizens. And then if they have children, not only do the children get automatic citizenship, but they unlock a trove of additional government benefits flowing to illegal immigrant households. In the meantime, our vets suffer and our citizens suffer. On day one of my new administration, we will shut down this travesty and defend the wealth of hardworking middle-class families. I will stop the outrageous abuse of parole authority. I will reinstate my action making illegals ineligible for public housing. We will terminate all work permits for illegal aliens, and I will demand that Congress send me a bill blocking any future president from abusing his power to distribute welfare benefits in this manner. It's all being paid for by the American taxpayer. Like automatic citizenship for children of illegal aliens, welfare is a gigantic magnet drawing people from all over the world. They want to come to the United States. They want to feast off the sweat and savings of the American taxpayer. It's not fair. It's not just. We're not going to let it happen. I will end it all immediately. Thank you.
All right, y'all. So that's his take on that one. If anybody, listen, that is no welfare for illegal aliens. If you disagree with that, let me see in the comments below. If you agree with no welfare for illegal aliens, I want y'all to right now to post yes, that you are for that. I'm curious, how many people are for no welfare for illegal aliens right now? If you are for no welfare for illegal aliens, post yes down there in the chat below. And if you're for it, then go ahead and type no. I'll be curious. I see y'all over there on TikTok. Thank y'all for participating. Listen, y'all, I'm doing this video because, like I said, I'm tired of going through my TikTok and coming across people who are left-wing Democrats that are talking trash and Trump is for Project 2025 when he is absolutely not. Trump is running for Agenda 47, and this is strictly an educational podcast. We're going straight through everything. So that was no welfare for illegal aliens. The next one we're going to play is Agenda 47, the American Academy. President Trump announces a plan to revolutionize higher education by shifting excessively large endowments from private universities to new institutions called the American Academy. So we're going to go ahead and play that one here now. If you give me 1 second here, we'll get it loaded up. All right, here we go. This one's loaded up. Let's go ahead and play this one here.
In recent weeks, Americans have been horrified to see students and faculty at Harvard and other once respected universities expressing support for the savages and jihadists who attacked Israel. We spend more money on higher education than any other country, and yet They're turning our students into communists and terrorists and sympathizers of many, many different dimensions. We can't let this happen. It's time to offer something dramatically different. Under the plan I'm announcing today, we will take the billions and billions of dollars that we will collect by taxing, fining, and suing excessively large private university endowments, and we will then use that money to endow a new institution called the American Academy. Its mission will be to make a truly world-class education available to every American, free of charge, and do it without adding a single dime to the federal debt. This institution will gather an entire universe of the highest quality educational content covering the full spectrum of human knowledge and skills, and make that material available to every American citizen online for free. Whether you want lectures or ancient histories or an introduction to financial accounting or training in a skilled trade, the goal will be to deliver it and get it done properly. Using study groups, mentors, industry partnerships, and the latest breakthrough in computing, this will be a truly top-tier education option for the people. It will be strictly non-political, and there will be no wokeness or jihadism allowed. None of that's going to be allowed. Most importantly, the American Academy will compete directly with the existing and very costly four-year university system by granting students degree credentials that the U.S. government and all federal contractors will henceforth recognize. The Academy will award the full and complete equivalent of a bachelor's degree. In addition, to help the 40 million Americans who have some college education but no degree, the American Academy will grant credit for past coursework at legacy institutions and give you the chance to complete your education at the American Academy for free and much more quickly than is now possible or available. This will be a revolution in higher education and will provide life-changing opportunities for tens of millions of our citizens. Enjoy it, learn from it, and thank you.
All right, so wait a minute. Here we go. I like that. I like that. Now listen, the Democrats, what's going on, Miko? So the Democrats out there, listen, they're trying to push for paying off people's college loans, which is, I don't think that should be done. But right there, Trump is saying create an institution that will be free and teaching people the jobs that would help them survive and get them credentials so they can get jobs, good paying jobs. I like that. The American Academy. How can you talk bad about that, right? How can the left wing, how can the Democrats talk bad about the American Academy? Has anybody ever heard about the American Academy before I played it today for you right here live on the Mark G Show coming from the Donald J. Trump's website? Has anybody ever heard about the American Academy prior to today? I'm curious if y'all have. If you have, great. If you haven't, I'm hoping you're learning something today during the stream. I absolutely do hope you're learning something from the stream. I have not, Nick Troll, watched a Bryson video. I will have to check that out a little bit later. So I'm hoping y'all learning a little bit something about the Agenda 47, which so far everything seems to be good out here. Everything seems to be great about Agenda 47. So let's go to the next one here, the American Academy. I love that idea. Now, these are messages. So this is a message to the American auto workers. And if anybody wants to see what's going on, Space State, how are you? If anybody wants to learn what Trump has for the American auto workers, you can go to just any of his campaign rallies, especially his most recent one. And he got it over there. That's not part of the Agenda 47. So we're just going to skip over that. But there are a lot of families now that are homeschooling their children, right? Because of the situation that's happened in public schooling. A lot of public schoolings are going to woke education. So therefore, a lot more families are just starting to do homeschooling. So what I want to do now is on Agenda 47, the President Trump does have a pledge to homeschool families. So let's go ahead and play this pledge now, and we'll go from there. Here we go. Let me get it loaded up here. So this is President Trump's pledge to homeschool families, Agenda 47. Once again, it's not Project 2025, people. Trump is not running underneath that. He is running underneath Agenda 47. So, you're going to the freaking rally tonight, Space Day. I am jealous. All right, y'all, here we go. I'd love to go to a Trump rally. I hope he comes to Maine. Here we go.
As president, it was my honor to support America's homeschool families and to protect the God-given right of every parent to be the steward of their children's education. Since the China virus, America has seen an estimated 30% increase in homeschool enrollment. When I'm reelected, I will do everything I can to support parents who make the courageous choice of homeschool. Under the Trump tax cuts, we allowed families to use 529 education savings accounts to spend up to $10,000 a year tax-free on tuition for grades K through 12. This was a tremendous win for school choice, very important, school choice, remember that term. And yet that benefit did not apply to homeschoolers. So to support the growing homeschool movement, in my next term, I will immediately fight to allow homeschool parents the same incredible benefit, $10,000 a year per child, completely tax-free to spend on costs associated with homeschool education. I will also work to ensure that every homeschool family is entitled to full access to the benefits available to non-homeschool students, including participating in athletic programs, clubs, after-school activities, educational trips, and more. To every homeschool family, I will be your champion. Do not vote Democrat. They are looking to destroy you. If you don't mind my saying that, Joe Biden can't put two sentences together, and yet he's looking to destroy you. Do not vote Democrat. Do not vote for Crooked Joe. Vote for Honest Donald. Thank you very much.
Fucking Donald Trump. Listen, y'all. So this is the difference, right? Oh, hold on. My wife just sent me something. I think we got some breaking news here. Hold on one sec here. Give me 1 second. Oh, shit. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. All right. So my wife just sent me some breaking news coming out of New York City, Manhattan. The streets have been shut down after a confirmed pipe bomb was discovered. NYPD bomb squad has been displayed. Currently, numerous law enforcement officers and other authorities, including the bomb squad, are on the scene and have shut down nearby streets in East Harlem, located in Manhattan, New York, after a confirmed pipe bomb with an attached hairspray bottles were discovered. Police are asking people to avoid the area as they work to disable the explosive device. The bomb squad has established a perimeter and nearby buildings have been evacuated as a precaution. Emergency services are on standby and traffic has been diverted. Authorities are investigating the origins of the device and have increased patrols in the surrounding area. That is just breaking right now out of New York City, Manhattan. I will keep an eye on Roz Alert over here. That came out for folks. If you have X, that is phenomenal. On X, you can find it right now. Roz Alert. Matter of fact, 1 second here. Well, can I switch it over to Roz Alert real quick? Let me go over to that breaking news real quick, folks. Give me 1 second. We're gonna go over to the breaking news from Roz Alert. Give me 1 second here. What? You son of a biscuit. Or maybe we're not. Sign in with Apple. Give me 1 second, y'all. We're gonna sign in here in 1 second. We might not be able to get on here unless, can y'all see my login? You cannot see my login. Folks, as we're sitting here educating people about Project 47, Agenda 47. Dear God, I just did it. My wife's told me, don't do it. Don't, and I did it. It's Agenda 47. Folks, give me 1 second here. I am going to load up. I've got to log back into Twitter, so that's what I'm doing right now. There is some breaking news right now happening out of New York while we're making this podcast here, and I want to show everybody on screen what's happening. But unfortunately, I had to change my password to X last night because we had what appeared to possibly be an attempt of someone trying to hack my account, and now I am having issues trying to log in. So bear with me here as I go into my account. How many people get their accounts like attempted to be hacked all the time? How many people get notifications that their account is being hacked? I don't know. So many times since I've started doing these types of shows out here, I feel like my accounts have been attempted to be hacked numerous times, and it's crazy, and it's absolutely asinine. It drives me nuts. Give me 1 second here, y'all. I am gonna Shit. I am going to try to log back in now. All right, here we go. We are in. I just got to go ahead and put in my authenticator. And that's the thing, right? If y'all don't have an authenticator, you got to get an authenticator on your account. An authenticator is phenomenal. It's a double verification. So if a hacker does get your password, they still need your authenticator to get into the account. And it looks like we may have been blocked off of X here. Give me 1 second. Because it looks like X has, all right, authenticator code. Whoa. What's going on here? All right, folks, I might not be able to show you the breaking news. And for that, I apologize. I am just trying to pull it up now. X is not allowing me to log in. What is going on? I am unable to log into X right now, everybody. I'm not sure if X is down right now. As y'all can see, like my screen is tweaking out over here. X is not allowing me to log in. I'm trying to enter in an authenticator code, and X is not allowing me to log in. We'll try one more time. There we go. All right, we're on. We're on, folks. We are on. What happened? The Trump rally still going on, Benji. The Trump rally still going on. Give me 1 second, Benji. We just had some breaking news out of Manhattan, out of New York, and we're trying to get to it now. I was sitting there educating everybody on Agenda 47 when my wife just sent me a message. So let me go over to. We're gonna go over to Twitter. Bear with me, everybody. We're gonna share the screen and we're gonna go over to Roz Alert real quick. All right, so here we go. We're on X right now. We're on X. And this is Roz Alert. This is a short video clip. I don't know if there's audio. It's where they found a pipe bomb. You see the bomb squads taping off the area right now. We'll have to keep an eye on that. I'll be my wife. I love it. Like my wife automatically, she is glued to X right now. So I love it that she can send me the breaking news. So since I'm right here, I'm supposed to make sure everything else is going on. There's numerous police and riot gear right now on DC. We were streaming that while we were trying to do it, and then we realized the audio was overgoing Donald Trump over here. And listen, these pro-Palestinian protesters did this morning at the Watergate Hotel. Oh, sorry, they did this last night, which is absolutely disgusting. They were dropping maggots inside the hotel where Netanyahu is currently staying. Absolutely disgusting and disrespectful. Well, let's go back to educating people on Agenda 47. Let me swap back over to the screen right now. We're going to swap it over. Give me 1 second here. We're going to go back to the Agenda 47 screen. Yeah, Space State. The bugs are just they drop maggots on the table, and they're also pulling the fire alarm throughout the whole night over at the hotel that Netanyahu is staying at. I'd like to know why we don't got more security on him. I'm sure he's protected as a person, but why don't we have more security on that hotel? All right, so where were we at last? We were doing Agenda 47 here. We just did, oh boy. We just did the Trump's pledge to homeschool families. All right, so folks, for those who are just tuning in, I'm tired of going through my TikTok and seeing people on the Democratic side and far left wing promoting that Donald Trump is on Project 2025 because that's false news, right? We know they're spreading misinformation, and not a lot of people actually know what's on Agenda 47. So what we're doing is we are live on the Donald Trump campaign website, and on the Agenda 47, there are little video clips of Donald Trump talking about Agenda 47. And so we're just going through everything of Agenda 47 over here. For those who are not educated on Agenda 47, it's a great video for you. We just had to break off real quick due to the breaking news in New York with the pipe bomb. But now we'll go back over to Agenda 47. If anything else breaks, I will keep everybody posted. Now that I've got my Twitter back up, I can keep an eye on the breaking news. All right, so here we go. We're on Agenda 47. President Trump's 10 principles for great schools leading to great jobs. Now, before I play this, I honestly think our schools do need to go back to the basics, right? Our schools 100% do need to go back to the basics, and we need to educate people. And we also need to go back to trade schools. We need schools to start promoting and pushing trades again, because we're losing a lot of people to the trade industry, and people trades, you can make damn good money as a plumber, believe it or not. You can make damn good money as an electrician. But a lot of kids don't think about that these days, because they go, hey, these content creators make a shit ton of money. And don't they realize that we honestly don't? I'm a content creator, I'm a business owner, and I don't make a shit ton of money. I make okay money here as a content creator, but not one that somebody could survive off in the world today. Speaking of that, ladies and gentlemen, by any chance, if you're sitting there watching that stream, anytime you want to support to the stream, there's a link in my bio that says donations to the stream. You don't have to, because like I said, I just love doing what I do, and I do this because I love it. But at the same time, let's get back to this Agenda 47. President Trump, 10 principles for great schools leading to great jobs. Here we go. Let me play this. And my kiddos, see, I'm doing this right now while my kids are still awake. So pray for me. Here we go.
The United States spends more money on education than any other country in the world, and yet we get the worst outcomes. We're at the bottom of every list. In total, American society pours more than $1 trillion a year into public education systems. But instead of being at the top of the list, we are literally right smack, guess what? At the bottom. Rather than indoctrinating young people with inappropriate racial, sexual, and political material, which is what we're doing now, our schools must be totally refocused to prepare our children to succeed in the world of work and in life and the world of keeping our country strong, so they can grow up to be happy, prosperous, and independent citizens. We owe our children great schools that lead to great jobs and leads to an even greater country that we're living in right now. Right now, we're living in a failing nation because of Joe Biden and these people running it. They're Marxists, they're communists. What they're doing to our country is incredible.
All right, before I go on, listen, folks, I'm for both sides, both the left wing and both the right, both Democrat and both Republican parties, to stop with the name calling and go straight towards the policies, right? Because American people, we don't care about name calling. What we care about is policies. Who's going to put our nation back to where it needs to be? Who's going to secure our borders? Who's going to make Americans actually make a decent living again? Who's going to make sure that American citizens are protected? Who is going to protect us? Who is going to give us the best policies, right? I agree. It's going to be Trump right now, but we need on both sides. We need both Republicans. We need Democrats to stop with the rhetoric bullshit, stop with the name calling, and sell us on their policies. All right. We're going to go back to, even though sometimes Trump just cracks some funny ass shit that just makes you fucking laugh. Who cares about mean tweets? His policies are dead on. Let's go back to this policy here. This is once again, this is on Agenda 47, President Trump's 10 principles for great schools leading to great jobs. Here we go.
But we'll take care of that for our children. Here are 10 key ideas that will power our movement for great schools. First, we will respect the right of parents to control the education of their children. Second, we will empower parents and local school board to hire and reward great principals and teachers, and also to fire the poor ones, the one whose performance is unsatisfactory. They will be fired. Like on The Apprentice, you're fired. Third, we will ensure our classrooms are focused not on political indoctrination, but on teaching the knowledge and skills needed to succeed. Reading, writing, math, science, arithmetic, and other truly useful subjects. Fourth, we will teach students to love their country, not to hate
Kelly,
their
thank you for
country
the subscription, by the way.
Now. Fifth, we will support bringing back prayer to our schools. Sixth, we will achieve schools that are safe, secure, and drug-free, with immediate expulsion for any student who harms a teacher or another student. Seventh, we will give all parents the right to choose another school for their children if they want. It's called school choice. Eighth, we will ensure students have access to project-based learning experiences inside the classroom to help train them for meaningful work outside the classroom. Ninth, we will strive to give all students access to internships and work experiences that can set them on a path to their first job. They're going to be very, very successful. I want them to be more successful than Trump. Let them go out and be more successful. I will be the happiest person in the world. But we want our children to have a great life and be successful. And 10th, we will ensure that all schools provide excellent jobs and career counseling so that high school and college students can get a head start on jobs and careers best suited to their God-given talents. This is how we will ensure a great education for every American child. And one other thing I'll be doing very early in the administration is closing up the Department of Education in Washington, D.C., and sending all education and education work and needs back to the states. We want them to run the education of our children because they'll do a much better job of it. You can't do worse. We spend more money per pupil by 3 times than any other nation, and yet we're absolutely at the bottom. We're one of the worst. So you can't do worse. We're going to end education coming out of Washington, D.C. We're going to close it up, all those buildings all over the place, and you have people that in many cases hate our children. We're going to send it all back to the states. Thank you very much.
I love it. I love it. Less power to the federal government, more power to the state government. KCK, I see your comment out there on TikTok. Oregon just passed to make high schoolers go through personal finance. That should 100% be done. How many kids right now, we'll say that's, I don't know, we'll say who's 18 years old now to 23. How many from 18 to 23 do you think know how to write a personal check anymore? How many of them do you think know how to write a personal check? How many of them know how to budget out their books? Probably none, right? Because our schools schools have lost that. They have lost teaching our children that. So far, for anybody that's out there in the chat, listen, I understand that our numbers are kind of low right now because I'm doing this on a normal non-time frame that I typically would. But how many people right now think that if somebody from the Democratic side saw the certain videos that we've currently already watched should be against these? Because everything so far we've seen is what America needs. None of this seems like too far out of reach. I love the fact that he wants to give less power to the federal government and more power back to the states. And that's how it should be. Dear son, that is awesome, Kelly. Yes, the kids need to be taught how to write checks. We write business checks, and I've shown my children about the business checks and so forth and how to book and balance. So I agree with less power to the federal, more power to the state. Because listen, folks, what he's doing is making it back to you, the American people, and giving you the voice, allowing you to go to the polls and vote on it. All right, let's go back to the next one here. Agenda 47, once again, not Project 2025. That is BS. It's Agenda 47 that Trump is running under. We're going to do America must have the #1 lowest cost energy and electricity on Earth. Damn, he's called for on Earth. So let's go ahead and play this. Agenda 47, America must have the #1 lowest cost energy and electricity on Earth. Here we go. We're going to play the video now. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm glad I'm playing the videos and not reading. Because I'd so bluff it up, mess it up. There we go. Here we go.
If America is going to dominate the world in manufacturing once again, as it did when I was running things, you remember when they used to say you can't have manufacturing jobs in our country anymore? I said, really, why? And we created hundreds of thousands of them. But we must be the most affordable energy and electricity place anywhere on the planet. We have to have affordable energy. Right now we have energy that's weak, substandard, and unaffordable. It's made by the wind. The windmills rust, they rot, they kill the birds. It's the most expensive energy there is. And we have other things that are also no good. It's called the Green New Deal. I call it the Green New Hoax. One of the reasons manufacturing jobs were flooding back into the United States when I was president was that we dramatically reduced energy costs. Sadly, crooked Joe Biden sacrificed this tremendous economic advantage on the altar of the Green New Deal, perhaps because he was bribed by Communist China or because Communist China knows all of the money that they've paid him. We have a Manchurian candidate. That's what he is. He's a Manchurian candidate. They know everything about him, and he's scared stiff. He won't do a thing. I take in hundreds of billions of dollars from China, and Joe Biden's afraid to even talk to him. Biden's war on American energy has sent prices soaring, and his latest actions will make it catastrophically worse. It's going to be bad at a level that we've never seen. This will be so bad. Under Biden's newly proposed power plant regulations, most natural gas and coal plants will be forced to shut down. By the way, they tried that in Germany, and now they're going back and building coal plants all over the place because they've destroyed Germany. They have no energy. So Germany now is building a coal plant every 2 weeks. And China is building a coal plant every week, every single week. They're putting up a new coal plant. And we're playing games with the wind. This is terrible what's happening to our country. There is nothing to replace our energy at this time, not even close. It's very expensive and it's very weak. It doesn't have the power to power up those big plants that you see. At the same time as Biden is shutting down existing power plants, he also wants to force hundreds of millions of Americans into ultra expensive electric vehicles. They cost twice as much as what you have. And what you have is better, and it goes a lot longer. And it's a lot easier to fill up. And we have liquid gold under our feet at a level that no other country has. But they'll strain the grid to the breaking point. It already is at a breaking point. If you look at California, it's got brownouts and blackouts every single day. People can't turn on their air conditioners. And it'll drive electricity prices into the stratosphere. If Biden's policies go forward, our electricity costs will be the highest on earth. They're already very close. With shortages, blackouts, and crippling inflation, U.S. manufacturing will be dead, absolutely dead, and China will be laughing all the way to the bank. They will end up controlling the world. My plan is the exact opposite. As president, I will set a national goal of ensuring that America has the #1 lowest cost of energy of any industrial country anywhere on earth. I want to be #1. We were energy independent just 3 years ago, and now we're begging Venezuela for their oil, and yet we have many times more than any other country. There's no country, Saudi Arabia, Russia, nobody, no country has what we have. We will develop the liquid gold that is right under our feet, including American oil and natural gas, and we will also embrace nuclear, clean coal, hydropower, which is fantastic, and every other form of affordable energy to get it done. We will not only match China, we will be cheaper than China by a lot, and more energy will mean lower inflation, and it'll mean more jobs. I will cancel Biden's ruinous power plant rule, terminate his electric vehicle mandate. If you want to buy an electric car, that's fine, but you're going to be able to buy every other form of car also, and unleash domestic energy production like never before. But just think of it, energy independence 3 years ago, energy dominance was going to follow very shortly. We're going to pay off our debt. We're going to lower taxes for everybody. And they ended that, immediately ended it. First day, they ended it. I will fully modernize the electric grid to prepare it for the next 100 years, implement rapid approvals for energy projects, and greenlight the construction of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of brand new, beautiful power plants that actually work. This will pave the way for an enormous growth in American wealth. In the future, every manufacturing plant, every data center, every semiconductor facility and assembly line will want to be built in America. They're all going to want to be in America. So we're going to have the lowest cost of energy. It's a big factor. This will be the place where the cost of energy is lower than any place else on earth, where the economy is stronger than any place else on earth, and where the workers are the best, brightest, and most talented anywhere in the world. I want to thank you very much. We cannot let this man who is diminished mentally and physically, but much worse mentally, we cannot let him tell us what to do with our country. He has no clue. He can't put two sentences together. We have to make America great again, and we can't do it with a man who's severely diminished. Thank you very much.
All right, so there's that one there. All right, folks, remember, we're just going, for those who are just tuning in, we're going over Agenda 47, not Project 2025, that everybody on the left and on those Democratic live streams they see where people are are talking about Project 2025. That is not what Trump is running underneath of. He's running underneath Agenda 47, which you can actually find right at DonaldJTrump.com's website. And yeah, we're going to go to the next one here. Everything he said so far is something every American should want. So we're going to go to Agenda 47, returning production of essential medicines back to America and ending Biden's pharmaceutical shortages. And who don't want to agree with that, right? Because we need the pharmaceuticals to be made here in America versus being made overseas like they currently are. That's why a lot of families right now are having trouble with the ADD and ADHD medicine, because a lot of that is made overseas. We need that to be made here on American soil. More jobs on American soil. All right. Let's go ahead and click on this one here and let's play it. Yes, exactly. Agenda 47, Wendy. I did say Agenda 47, right? I was telling people it was not. I thought I was saying Agenda 47. Here we go. Returning production of essential medicines back to America and ending Biden's pharmaceutical shortages. All right.
Under crooked Joe Biden, there has been a catastrophic increase in shortages of essential medicines. Last year, new drug shortages were up by 30%, with 295 active drug shortages just by the end of 2022 alone. It's a mess. There's currently a shortage of at least 14 critical cancer drugs in the United States. They just can't get it. And every month of delay, cancer treatment increases the risk of death by at least 10%. It's unthinkable that this could be happening in the United States of America in 2023. It is truly unbelievable. We are becoming a third world country very rapidly. Between our open borders and our bad elections, we are third world. But even more dangerously, the top producer of critical medicines that we rely on in the United States is a place called China. China produces 95% of all ibuprofen, 91% of hydrocortisone, 70% of all Tylenol, and nearly half of all penicillin. Can you imagine that? This is not just a public health crisis, it's a national security crisis. As part of my plan to obtain total independence from China, we will phase in tariffs and import restrictions to bring back production of all essential medicines to the United States of America, where they belong. I signed an executive order to begin this process in 2020, but Biden has shamefully failed to follow through. He wants it ended. He wants to take care of China. This is a matter of tremendous urgency. American lives are on the line, and it will be one of my top priorities as president. It will also create countless new American jobs. Thank you.
Love it. Donald Trump right there, keeping it short and sweet. Bringing pharmaceutical production back on American soil, which in return, we're bringing more American jobs. I love it. I absolutely love Agenda 47. All right. So listen, we already heard Trump talking about the Agenda 47. President Trump calls for the death penalty for human traffickers. So we're not going to play that one because, oh, really? We just got restricted on TikTok. Someone's got us for your live is not eligible for recommendation and restricted in search results because it may contain unoriginal or reproduced content. This is aligned with the For You feed eligibility standards under the community guidelines. We're going to appeal it. This is insane. Unoriginality. So yes, I am playing video clips from the Trump campaign website because they're educating people with commentary. And yet we're getting flagged. Why? He probably did. Oh, I just appealed it. I'm waiting to see if we get approved the appeal. I'm waiting to see. Give me 1 second, y'all. We'll see if we get the appeal approved here. But yeah, it aggravates me. It aggravates me when you do like a newscast or a news type of podcast where you're playing audio clips and certain things because you want to educate people. And then you end up getting reported or you get not original, and it's absolutely asinine. And this is what's wrong with our social media today. They don't. Absolutely, Kelly, they don't want the truth out. And the reason why I even, listen, The reason why I started to do this. Oh, wait. Oh, Peel not approved. Appeal not approved. Let's see what they say. We have reviewed your live and found that your live content violates our community guidelines. The visibility restriction duration of your live cannot be adjusted. Are you kidding me? TikTok. Folks, this is what I'm going to do. You know what? We're going to go live here in a second. We're going to be done talking about Agenda 47. I think, hold on, we got a comment over. C. Krause, what's going on, my man? Stay right there, C. Krause. I see you on Twitch. I'm about ready to go on a full-blown bitch fest. TikTok, for those who are in here tuning in, feel free to come back in. We're gonna set our screen up to with me being a larger speaker, and I think I'm about ready to bitch about social media. I'll see y'all. I'll see TikTok back in just a second here. We're gonna reset the live stream. Everybody else on all the other social media platforms, what is going on? Calvin Krause, how are you, my man? How are you? How's life treating you? Give me 1 second. We're gonna go ahead and throw down the screen share here, and we're gonna make me large. Wee baby, there we go. All right, we're about ready to bitch. We are about ready to bitch. Here we go. All right, we're about ready to complain about social media censorship. For everybody's listening on the audio podcast, what just happened was I ended up getting restricted. on TikTok. I was sitting there. We were on the Trump campaign website, and the Trump campaign website teaching people about Agenda 47. And apparently on Twitch, my feed is cutting in and out on Twitch as well. Censorship is fucking real. And I don't know, man. I am so tired of this freaking censorship shit. Like, why? Why are people from the right? Why are Republicans? Why are conservatives? Why are people who are not on the fence, like on the borderline of the fence, they don't know who the hell they want to vote for, being freaking censored? This is absolutely asinine. I thought we lived in fucking America. I thought we lived in America. I thought my brothers and sisters who have fought and died for on foreign fucking land for our goddamn freedom of speech, that's exactly what they fought for. And our freedom of speech is being stripped away from us because of big tech. Why? Why? What's with the censorship? There's absolutely no need to be censoring anybody. Censorship is complete and utterly bullshit. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing content creators getting banned because they want to voice their opinion. They want to voice their thoughts, or they want to voice the facts. But if the facts don't line up with the political left side, then all of a sudden you've hurt somebody's feelings and you get banned. You get banned because you hurt somebody's feelings. Their panties are caught up in a bunch and you get censored. It's bullshit. Why? To all you young kids that get your panties hurt, to all you Democrats and liberals that get your panties hurt because we say something that hurts your fucking feelings, grow the fuck up. There's a saying that we used to have when I was a kid. And here's that saying. You ready for it? We used to say when we were kids, stick and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. Remember that saying? We could go to school. We could talk as much shit as we want to each other. Hell, we could lay fist on each other. We could literally sit there and pound the shit out of each other. And later on that day, we would hang out, go have family dinner, and laugh about it. We would literally laugh about that we just sat there and beat the living pulp out of each other. But now these days, you say one freaking word that triggers somebody and they ban you. I'm sorry, Jerry Album. Oh, dear God. Really? All right, Jerry. But listen, folks, I am tired of the damn censorship. I am absolutely, we should pass a doctor. Dear God. What is up? So we're getting the trolls now, y'all. We're getting the trolls. Hopefully my moderators are taking care of them. The trolls are coming in left and right, y'all. But I am tired of the censorship happening in our country. There should be no censorship. There used to be this thing that was used to call do your own research. Literally, do your own research. If you don't like what you hear and see, you can easily scroll by. Just like if you don't like what's on TV, you can change the freaking channel. We need to stop censoring people. If you don't believe in something somebody's saying, you can start doing your own research. Nuke Dude over on TikTok says, because people are so fragile, made out of glass, just look. Yeah, Nuke Dude, you know, I'm friends with a lot of people in the LGBTQ community that are definitely voting for Trump because they're tired of being paraded. They're tired of being put on a pedestal. All right. This dude right here. Listen, Mr. Jaquan Fitzgerald Kennedy, you are gone, my man. Get out of here. You're out of my live. Yeah, I know Calvin Krause over on YouTube saying everyone wants everything done for them. Exactly. Amanda says, what happened to agree to disagree? Exactly, Amanda. Whatever happened to that day we could agree to disagree? Whatever happened to the day that we could sit there, we could be at a family cookout, and we could have a heated argument, right? We could be literally getting in each other's faces and bitching at each other over politics. 2 hours later, we're sitting down laughing, cracking jokes, and having a good time. Because in the end, life is too damn short. Meanwhile, we've got families being destroyed over political bullshit. We've got friggin' friendships being destroyed over political bullshit. We got people losing their jobs over political bullshit. And listen, we also have, give it up, John Price. Here we go. We're going to get the haters over on TikTok right now. John Price, let me tell you something. It is not Donald Trump that's causing the divide right now. You know who's causing the greatest division in America right now? I'm sorry, but this is going to hurt your feelings. Mainstream media and all politicians. Let me repeat that. The greatest division that we have seen in America, both politically and color-wise, is being caused by mainstream media and all politicians. And it's horrible. Absolutely horrible and sickening. I see on here on YouTube, on TikTok all the time, you are not white no more. You're now a YT person. Bullshit. You're white. You're black, you're brown, but I don't care what your color is, and nobody should care what your color is. No one, not a single person, should care what the color of your skin is. Not a single damn person. You know what we should care about is your character and your personality and your freaking demeanor. If you come at me and you're a complete dick, yeah, man, you're a dick. But if you come at me and you're nice and you can hold a conversation, great, we're going to get along. I'm tired of this fucking division. I'm tired of this censorship on social media. Chelsea, you know what? That is your opinion and you're entitled to it. So I'll stick with you. And I've said this numerous times in my live stream. And folks, bear with me here. I'm a 100% Republican. I am voting for Donald J. Trump. I am voting for the freaking felon. And I don't care who the hell you are voting for. Because you know what? We live in America. And that is your American right and your American duty to get out there and freaking vote. And vote for whoever you feel like is going to run this country. But let me tell you something. What you don't have the right to do is talk down and talk shit on people who have different political beliefs on you. Let's talk policies. The reason why Donald J. Trump had an assassination attempt on him is because of the rhetoric bullshit that the left-wing media, that friggin' Biden himself, that Harris herself have said by comparing Donald J. Trump to Hitler, by saying he is a danger to democracy. That is the reason why there is an assassination attempt on the man's life. We should be talking about policies, not saying that people are a danger to society. That is going to cause people who are mentally deranged in their freaking heads to go out and do crazy ass shit. That is the reason why. People, wake the fuck up. I am beyond pissed off. For those who are coming in here wondering why I'm pissed off right now, I literally came in live to do a podcast episode on educating people on Agenda 47. On Agenda 47. I was doing a live stream to educate people on Agenda 47 because not a lot of people know what Agenda 47 is, because all that happens is on the left-hand side and mainstream media calls for is this misinformation on a thing called Project 2025 that Trump has already denounced and says, no, I don't care about that. I barely know what's on this Project 2025. I am running under Agenda 47. I was on a stream doing that, educating people on Agenda 47. But all of a sudden, TikTok flags me and says, hey, we can't push your content no more. Because your content is not valuable for FYP. And no, it's not. Nick, I wish he was here while I was educating people on Agenda 47. We, the American people, want our borders shut down. We, the American people, want our families safe. We want our families safe. We want our families not dying from overdosing because of fentanyl that's coming over the border. We want our families safe, not worried about being freaking unalive due to a crazy-ass illegal immigrant coming over the border that was released from prison or a psych ward. There's a way to come into America, and it's the legal way, by going through the proper freaking channels to come into our country legally. When you sit there and jump a damn fence and run like a motherfucker and hide, that is not legal. That is illegal. You broke the freaking law when you came into this country. Come over with the proper channels. I am tired. I am pissed off. I sat there for 45 minutes listening to the crazy left wing sit there and try to talk up Kamala. But yet when somebody called her Kamala, they're like, excuse me, that is Vice President Harris to you. No, bitch. If I want to call her Kamala, I'm going to call her Kamala. I'll say whatever I want because you know what? That is my American right. I have the First Amendment right to call her whatever the hell I want. I have the right to freedom of speech, and so doesn't everybody else. But our freedom of speech is being stripped away. Your freedom of speech, if you're a Republican, a conservative, your freedom of speech don't mean shit anymore to mainstream media, to these freaking social media platforms. They do not care. They will censor the living fucking piss out of you. It is sickening. This is not the America that brothers and sisters, fathers and mothers have died for. You guys are all crying. Listen, I swear, y'all should go over to, listen, all you people right now that are screaming Project 2025 in my freaking chat right now, I want y'all to go over to donaldjtrump.com/agenda 47 and look at it and read it and watch the videos from Donald J. Trump. I guarantee we just sat here for over an hour watching these videos, and they're all freaking good points. They are all good points. Taking the education bullshit that's being ran over by big government right now, by federal government, and giving it back to the states, that is freaking awesome. We should be doing that. Less government control, less federal government control, I should say, and bringing it more back to the states as it should be, as our founding fathers wanted it to be. Who the fuck wants the federal government to run their fucking life? Everybody crying about women's body. You're right. You have the right to your body. The power was given back to your state, which means now it's back to the American people for you to get out there and vote. Do you understand the importance of voting now? Do you? The understanding of the importance of voting, you want something done, you're going to have to get out and vote for it. That is why Donald Trump wants to give more power back to the states so you can actually go do your American duty and get your lazy asses off of the fucking couch, get away from the clicker, get off your fucking computers, and go vote. Get a freaking job. And I have every right to bitch about people getting off their asses and going to get a job instead of being lazy and collecting freaking welfare because I did it. I did it. And I ain't afraid to freaking talk about it. Donnie, I can almost agree with you on that one, but I don't think he can. My wife and I was trying to look at that. I really wish he would have picked Vivek Ramaswamy. I was 100% for Vivek Ramaswamy being picked as a VP. I don't know much about JD Vance. Exactly, Wendy G. Exactly. Listen, folks, I'm just looking over at the TikTok chat. I am fucking pissed off. TikTok just set me off by giving me that flag. Like, censorship is fucking insane. Granted, I've noticed like Facebook and stuff like that has calmed off of it, but the censorship is absolutely insane. Listen, folks, I just vented like crazy. I need to absolutely just go fucking have some damn nicotine now and chill the fuck out. Listen, y'all. I am out of here for now. Y'all are fucking awesome. But let's go ahead. We're going to end this freaking show because I need to calm down. Fuck TikTok. Fuck Facebook. Fuck YouTube. To all the followers, y'all are fucking awesome. We will still be out here having fun lives and having a good time and kicking it off with a podcast. I'm just pissed off of the fucking censorship and I need to calm the fuck down. We'll catch y'all later.
You've been listening to The Mark G Show. You may know them from their political commentary, but there's a lot more to the fellas than politics. And that's why we created this show. We hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, rate, and review. We'll be back soon. But until then, make sure to reach out on social media. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok at The Mark G Show. And to email the show, it's on air at themarkgshow.com. Take care, and we'll see you next time on The Mark G Show.